have with us Dr. P.H. Vataliya, Vice Chancellor, Kamdhenu University, Gandhinagar, with a vast teaching experience of more than 30 years in animal genetics and breeding. Dr. Vataliya has been Vice Chancellor of Kamdhenu University since August 2017. He has more than 100 published scientific literature, which includes research articles, booklets, book chapters in publication houses of international repute. He has been awarded with many awards for his teaching and research acumen. Barring his academic excellence, he has also been pivotal in bringing many reforms in Kamdhenu universities through his administrative skills. Now I request Dr. Vataliya sir to address this August gathering on occasion of Fish Farmers Day. Please sir.
Namaskar. On the occasion of the Fish Farmers Day on 10th of July 2018, the chairman of today's program and the director from Vice Chancellor of this deemed university, Central Institute of Fisheries Education of ICR, Dr. Gopal Krishna, Honorable Guest of Honor, Sri Rajendra Jadhav ji, the Joint Commissioner of Fisheries, Department of Fisheries, Maharashtra. I would have been very much delighted if Mr. Raju Shirke would have been here in time, because he has been trapped somewhere because of the heavy rains today. Raju Shirke ji, I hope by the end of the event he will be available with us. All the award winners today, the farmers as well as the sportsmen, sportswomen, and even the staff who participated in the sports events. The farmers who have come from different locations of the country, the staff members, local departments and the faculty members of the CIFE, and the students, PhD students as well as master students from this institute. It is very much a delightful moment for me to be here today on this Farmers Day, which is also doubling as the annual day of this particular institute today. And I am very much fortunate that I am here today amongst you. As has been introduced by Dr. Gopal Krishna, I am heading a university named as Kamdhenu University. This is a state university dealing with veterinary science and animal husbandry, dairy technology and fishery sciences in the state of Gujarat. So this is a very newly established university. It was established in 2009 and actually came into active phase from 2014 onwards, after we joined as the faculty of the university, and later on I took over as the officiating Vice Chancellor of the university. So needless to say about what are the scopes of a veterinary university or dairy technology university, I would like to say that we have a very small faculty of fisheries in our university. We have only 3 experts in fishery sciences who are the alumni of your esteemed institute. But this is an occasion for me to actually scout for some talent from your institute to my university. So I hope that in future some of you might be joining my university in future as the faculty in Gujarat. Fisheries is developing at a rapid pace over the years, and what I have learned from the newspapers only a few days back, that last year 17-18 there was about 21% rise in the exports of fisheries products from this country, and because of the policies of the state governments as well as the central government to regulation, actually create a revolution which is called as blue revolution. Lot of impetus is being given to fisheries sciences, and fisheries besides the marine fish culture, it is the aquaculture that is now coming in a big way in the entire country. And you know, Gujarat and Maharashtra, these are the two states which are having long coastlines. And especially Gujarat is having a coastline of about 1700 kilometers. It's a very big coastline is there, and marine fish capture that is happening in the deep seas has also brought in many problems for the fishermen, especially those who are going into deep sea fishing. They are trapped sometimes by the neighboring country, especially Pakistan, and they are captured and they are suffering for so much, and then thereafter, even if they are released, they are in bad shape of economy. And even then, because of their traditional business or traditional profession of capturing the fish in the deep seas, they are taking this adventurous job in the deep seas. What is happening is that the farmers have to, actually fishermen have to go into the deepest areas because the fish catch is reducing every year. And because there is no replenishment of the resources over there, whatever is pulled out cannot be plowed back the way it has to be, but it is not happening because it is natural resource. And because the natural resources are depleting, the farmers have to, fishermen have to go into deeper and deeper seas, and that's why they face the problem. So we have to actually solve this problem of reducing catch in the marine fish capture business, and we also have to replenish this, or actually replace the demand of the fish through the inland fishing, and that is coming in a big way. Nearly 40% of the fishes which are processed in India are coming from the aquaculture business, especially the freshwater fishes and brackish water fishes. And there Gujarat and Maharashtra are contributing a lot. And besides the northeastern states, especially Maharashtra, the West Bengal and Orissa, on this side, it is the Maharashtra and Gujarat which are contributing a lot to fish production. Now the population is growing at a very rapid rate as regards to human population is concerned. And by the time we'll catch the food security, the population rises beyond the capacity to hold. And there is a race between the production and the rise in the population. And every time we have to catch with the demand of the human population. Especially there is deficiency of animal source of protein for the human nutrition. And the animal source of protein of good quality is available through milk, eggs, chicken and fishes. And healthy food comes from the fish production. And healthy food for the human population can come only through captive fish production, that is aquaculture. Otherwise, we will be having deficiency in nutrition of our population, and deficiencies will lead to diseases, deficiencies will lead to weaknesses in the physique of the individuals, and we will be deprived of the natural requirements of the animal sources of proteins. So to meet with the animal source of protein, we have to press on the growth of fisheries sector, and this is the sector in which you are active. For years together in the institute, lot of research is being conducted. I have been told by Dr. Gopal Krishna, he is himself from animal science, he is an animal breeder, as he told, and he is also a fish breeder now since 90s, and he has contributed significantly to the growth of the fisheries sector in this through this institute. I hope that his expertise in the area of fish breeding and his expertise in biotechnology would help the growth of the fisheries sector in the entire country. I have an eye on CIFE to help us, the Kamdhenu University, in developing my university as regards to the fisheries sciences are concerned, and I will be hoping to strengthen our MOU with the CIFE so that we can collaborate in a bigger manner. We are coming up with a fish breeding center which we are to acquire from the state government, which has the prospect of developing into a very good aquaculture center. We have aquaculture center developed at our Rajpur campus in Himatnagar district in northern part of the Gujarat state. Similarly, we have fisheries colleges in the state of Gujarat which are not under Kamdhenu University at present, but one is at Junagadh, actually at Verawal, that is under Junagadh Agricultural University on the western coast. And similarly, we have a newly started fisheries college under the Navsari Agricultural University in the southern part of the state of Gujarat, which is closer to Maharashtra, that is at Navsari. And we have certain centers which are also in collaboration with the central government and with this SIBA as well as CIFE. We are trying to work on having few more centers in the state of Gujarat so that whatever expertise that you have can be percolating to the state of Gujarat so that we benefit in the state of Gujarat. If you must be knowing that about 15 to 17% of the population in the state of Gujarat belongs to fishermen communities, and they are spread across the state of Gujarat, especially in the borderline, the coastline of the state of Gujarat, right from the northern part, from the Kutch border to Saurashtra to the southern Gujarat till we reach the Bombay. Entire coastline, large fishermen community is surviving on actually business of fishing, and also a lot of inland fisheries units are coming up in the state of Gujarat, especially in the central part of Gujarat. There is a lot of large number of natural water bodies and water ponds are there, and freshwater ponds are there. And every village, there is a tradition in the central part of Gujarat, Madhya Gujarat that is called. In that area, every village has 2-3 ponds. If I talk about my own town where I am staying at present, Anand, there are about 11 ponds in the same town. So there are big natural reservoirs of water are available and they overflow in the monsoon season. So, and there is a tradition of giving contract farming as regards to fishing is concerned. And every municipality and small town local self-governments are also entering into contract with the fish farmers for rearing of the fish. And what we are finding at present is that there is shortage of the fingerlings for putting into these ponds, and also there are certain problems as regards to maintenance of the village ponds. So if those issues of the village ponds can be tackled in a better way, I was talking about the fish pathology and diagnostics. Especially there is a need of extensive study on the water quality and levels of salinity and the pollution of the water in the such kind of natural ponds. And if such kind of diagnostics help, water diagnostics I am saying, so if such kind of diagnostic helps are available to the farmers and if some remedial measures can be taken, that will be helpful to improve the quality of water in the ponds as well as the quality of fish produced in these ponds. So just like the soil health card that has been developed for agricultural land, that was also developed in Anand Agricultural University where I was working for about 25 years over there, and similarly animal health cards are also coming up. Our own university, Kamdhenu University, has developed animal health card. We have named it as Kapila E-Animal Health Card. Similarly, water health cards. That can be one avenue where we can enter into, just like the soil health card. If water health card can be there for each and every village pond, each and every water body that is existing. If we have the water health card, maybe it is the municipality or local self-government, maybe the owner of those ponds, or maybe individual farmers who may be having their own artificial ponds created in their own fields, and those can be given unique identification number, and if they can be linked with some kind of database generated from their own pond conditions, and if that can be available to the farmers, that will be helping in improvement of the fish production in a big way. So this is, I am giving you the idea, if you can take up this water health card for fishermen, that will be very much important, and that is especially for inland fish farmers. If this can be taken up, this is one thing, and also the diagnostic methods which should be available at the doorstep to the farmers. Wherever the ponds are there, our ambulance, say fish clinic may be going there, and the fish clinic man may be just taking the samples. The samples may be analyzed in the van itself, and the report may be generated, may be given to the farmers, and remedial measures, if any, advices, if any, that can be immediately given in the local language by the experts over there, and also the database that is generated that can be brought back to the institute, and the future solutions that can not be given at the time when the scientist visits. If future solutions can be generated in the institute itself, then they can be transferred back through the transfer of technology to the fish farmers. So this is one mechanism that I see that will be helping in improving the fish production. Naturally, the fish production cannot only be based on or dependent on the water health or the pond health, but it also depends on the species that you rear in the fish farms. So we need to make changes wherever necessary. We may have to introduce new species, new production management system. We have to develop some improvement in the fish farming technique that we are adopting at present. Whatever the traditional means are there, traditional methods are there, sometimes there is a need to make changes. And those changes which may be suitable to our environment, which we may invite or import from some other developed countries, that can be adopted here, modified according to our needs, and we may indigenize the technology and then transfer it to the farmers. The way the cage culture is actually coming up. A lot of government support is coming up as regards to banking for fishermen and fish farmers is concerned, but there are similarly there are some problems as regards to extension of the the banking benefits. So if some problems are resolved, then farmers will get the loans at the easier installment and loan waivers, and all those mechanisms which are there in agriculture is not existing here. That is the good part of fish farming. So if that is taken care of, then I see that the fish farmers will be developing their profession well, and advancement of the technologies in the area of fish is enormous. The scope is enormous. The efforts which are put in by the fish farmers are also enormous. The efforts which are put in by the scientists in this sector are also enormous. Only we are waiting for the enormous result to come out of it. And I think that the holding everybody together and doing the combined effort will always hoping that we'll be successful. I hope that the institute, which is dedicated to fisheries science over here, and other similar institutes in the country, would come out with newer technologies for the benefit of farmers and innovative farmers who themselves have developed some innovative methods of fish keeping. If they also share their knowledge, their expertise, their innovations with the scientists, it will augur well with the development of fisheries sector in the country. I hope with these few words, I congratulate all the farmers, I congratulate all the students who have won the trophies, and I also congratulate the staff who have sportingly played with the students, which is always in the benefit of the students. Students benefit in two ways. They win the matches against the staff. That is one. That is always a written truth. And second thing is they also win your confidence. And if they win your confidence, they score in marks also. So they are the actually beneficiaries, and it creates a good environment in the institute. So very good occasion today that staff and students have not only participated in the sports activities, they have won, and they have actually come out with win-win situation as regards to sporting events are concerned. I also congratulate the farmers who have done well and won the awards. I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Gopal Krishna and the other staff members of the institute for inviting me on this occasion and gave me an opportunity to talk to you on this occasion. Thank you very much.